What up, Talkin Fight fans? Thanks for tuning into today's episode of Knuckle Up with yours truly, Mike Orr. You know what it is, man. It is Female Friday, and we're talking about a baddie today, man. We're talking a real baddie who's got heart, drive, determination. Definitely can work through pain and a serious gash. Guys, Cherneka Johnson, Sugar Neeks Johnson, however you know her by, super bantamweight, 27-year-old out of Australia, resides in Melbourne. The super bantam is ranked number 1 out of 7 in Australia right now, ranked number 3 out of 172 in the world. She is standing right now with a record of 15-1 with 6 knockouts, guys. And if you got a chance to see it this past weekend on the 16th, Susie Ramadan, Sugar Neeks fought for the IBF World Super Bantam title. Point taken off of Ramadan in round 7 for hitting back of the head. Point taken off of Ramadan in round 8 for punching after a ref called break. A very frustrated Susie Ramadan was here in this match, guys. Ramadan did weigh in at 119. Sugar Neeks, she was 121 pounds, obviously the bigger of the two. It was scored 97-90, 96-91, and 96-92. It went that distance, guys, for that 10 rounds, 2 minutes. What a great fight, man. Cherneka is a professional boxer who's held the IBF female junior feather title since April of 2022. Born in New Zealand, she represents Australia in international competition. In her career, Johnson won 3 major boxing titles, which also included the WBA Oceania female bantam title in 2017 against Filipino boxer Gretel De Paz, and the WIBA bantam title in 2018 against Thailand boxer. And in 2021, Johnson fought Shannon O'Connell for the WBA gold female bantam titles. That fight was close. However, Shannon O'Connell won that fight by split decision. During Neeks' amateur career, it began her boxing career in the amateur division in 2011 after she moved to Australia. When fighting international competitions, she would represent Australia. In the 4 ABA World Boxing Amateur Championships, she has won the 2011 Junior World Championships, came 5th in the 2013 Youth World Championships, and reached top 16 in the Elite World Championships in 2012 and 2014. She had also won multiple national titles, including 3 Australian national championships and 3 Golden Gloves championships. Johnson ended her amateur boxing career competing in over 60 amateur fights. Guys, this girl, she is a beast in that ring. If you guys had a chance to watch this fight, she really worked through an amazing cut. One of the worst you see. Definitely her entire upper top. Her whole top was covered in blood by a couple of rounds into this fight. This happened from an accidental headbutt. It opened up a huge gash over her left eye. And honestly, Australian boxer Cherneka Johnson has been sensationally caused of doping after defending her IBF Super Bantam title world against the fellow Aussie Susie Ramadan. Johnson overcame a nasty cut to that left eye. Some viewers insisting the fight should have been stopped before retaining her belt with that unanimous decision in the undercard of that Jared Kambosos and Devin Haney world title rematch. The challenger Ramadan had threatened an upset after a clash of heads opened up a nasty cut above the champion's eye. In that second round, blood began streaming out of the deep gash above Johnson's left eye, which impacted the champ's vision and left her blood stained all over. Honestly, guys, wow. Viewers were left in shock by the bloody scenes, man, with some questioning how the referee allowed this fight to continue. But the doctor, decided to let it go. And I remember watching this fight, and as she came out after going to the corner for the first time, literally this gob of Vaseline ends up popping out from one shot, cuts wide open again. It's dripping all down in her eye. Ramadan, Neeks, they get together. Ramadan gets a bit of blood in her mouth from the cut pouring out. She believed that Neeks was purposely sticking it in her mouth. But it was just a frustrated Ramadan is what was happening, guys. However, others praised Johnson's cut man for being able to stem the flow of blood enough between rounds that she was allowed to keep boxing. Guys, if you haven't seen this fight, go back, watch it. It's definitely worth the watch. Cherneka Johnson left drenched in blood after this brutal fight, and you know what? She came out on top. The IBF Super Bantam title, held by Johnson after a victory against Melissa Esquivel in April, was on the line. Johnson managed to retain that title, beating Ramadan with a unanimous decision. Guys, great. The clash of heads was a deep gash above her eyebrow, man, guys, like big blood began pouring out of the cut. When she's standing at the side of the ring trying to convince the doctor that she's okay to continue, she's literally shaking her head to keep the blood out of her eyes. Now, this is signs of a true champion. Born in New Zealand, residing in Melbourne, really highly decorated amateur. She made her professional debut April of 2016 with an impressive TKO win, and has since got tons of victories, guys. She's now sporting that record, like I told you, 15-1 with 6 knockouts, coming off this big win just this last weekend. Guys, definitely watch out for Sugar Neeks. She's going to be one in the future to be watching. I believe she is the second Maori descendant that is wearing a title right now. The other being Miyamoto. And you know what? It's just going to show you that, Australia and New Zealand has some hidden gems in their stables. So, guys, you got to be on the lookout for these guys coming to a fight near you, man. You're not going to want to miss these ladies getting in this ring and doing what they do best, and that's beating people up in the ring. Guys, great fight. I urge you to go and watch it. Ramadan, Neeks Johnson, what a great fight. Unfortunately, Susie Ramadan admits she probably shouldn't have made accusations Cherneka Johnson was on performance-enhancing drugs, but remains adamant she was set up to fail. Johnson beat Ramadan by unanimous. She believes she did better. So, guys, you go and check it out. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what you think. What I saw was somebody who ended up with a very nasty gash. It really should have ended the fight, who ended up coming through, showing the reason why they're wearing that belt, and coming through with that big unanimous decision victory. Guys, it's your man, Mike Orr. Happy Female Friday. We'll see you tonight, 7 o'clock on the panel. You know what it is, man. We'll see you later. Knuckle up.